So you want to one-shot your opponent after they serve? Well, we can do that. Today we're going to show you the 3 most deceptive shots on the return of serve that will absolutely break your opponent's ankles and make them go to the hospital and never play again, so they'll never be your competition. So our first return of serve trick shot is going to be the sukamuljo special. Now, what this shot is going to be a return of serve with a trick shot that changes directions on the backhand. So for this shot, you have to make sure that when you're receiving the shot, you have to be on the right side of the court because you're going to be starting off with a backhand, hitting straight, and then going cross court. Now, where this is mainly applied is going to be in badminton doubles, but if you wanted to use in singles, you still can. Now, how you execute this shot is first, you want to stand in your receiving position with your left foot forward and with your right foot behind, with your weight mainly on your left foot and your back foot just as a supporting foot. So you're going to be leaning slightly forward with your racket up. Now, in order for this shot to work, they have to serve to your number 1 position on the court. That's going to be near the tee of the area. Why? Because you have to start the shot on your backhand. If they happen to serve to your forehand, then you can't do the trick shot very easily. Once a burst comes to your backhand, what you want to do is pull your pre-swing so that it looks like it's going to hit straight. And then at the very last moment, lean forward into your shot, and as your opponent moves to that side, you change your direction and hit cross court while your momentum still comes to this side, completely faking them off. So our second return of serve is also commonly used by sukamuljo, and it's going to be pretty tricky. So how this trick shot is going to work, we're still going to have to be on the right side of the court because it is, again, a backhand trick shot. So we're going to be stepping up to the front of the court. As you come forward, it's going to look like you're going to be hitting a cross-court push. So you're going to be pulling your racket in this direction so that it's going to face that way, so your opponents will start shifting their momentum. Now, as they shift their momentum, what you're going to be doing is, as you swing forward in this direction, you're going to, at the last moment, change direction, pull back slightly, and hit it this way to your right, while your racket is still swinging through to your left. Now, how do you execute this? This is slightly more complicated. So, as you're swinging forward here, what you're doing is not slicing the bird to go in that direction. What you're doing is very quickly, right before contact, pulling back in the direction of your right hand hit and hitting at that direction. But as you contact, you're not swinging forward in that direction, you're swinging still to the left. Okay, so forward, change direction, hit, but still continue swinging to your left direction. Our last return of serve trick shot is going to be the ginting trick shot. So how we do this trick shot is first, we want to be on the left side of the court when we're receiving because this trick shot is going to be a forehand trick shot. Now it's very similar to the first trick shot with sukamuljo where you look like you're hitting straight to the right and then you fake left. But instead on this, you're going to be looking like you're hitting straight with your forehand and then you're faking this way. For this side, in order to drop your racket and hit it this way, you need to have a really loose grip and still have enough tension and the right direction on your racket to hit it forward. So in terms of control, it's much more delicate. Now this shot can be used in singles and doubles, but I would say this is actually more effective in singles. So in a singles return of serve, we're going to be getting ready, and as we come forward, the shot is going to be coming to our forehand, which we're going to pull back and swing like we're going to be hitting a straight shot, so in this direction. Now at the very last moment, we're going to be stepping forward with our right foot and then just dropping our rackets back. Now what's important is when you drop your racket back, you have enough room to still be swinging in the right direction in the net. Again, it's not a slice like this, it's a pull back and then a hit. So you come forward, pull back, and then hit to that cross-court direction and finish. I hope these trick shots break the ankles of everyone you play with, but remember, do not overuse, and most importantly, shh, be deceptive.